Alright lads, we're back again for some more PUPL 5 predictions. This time it's the finals, which is the Dedenes versus the Victory Bells, and with me I've got Specs and TJ.
Hi.
Hi. Say hi. I guess let's just get right into it. Obviously the favourites on paper are the Dedenes, right?
Easily.
Yeah.
They've gone like, what's this, 6-0 this whole tournament?
Yeah, they haven't lost a week.
Yeah, literally they 8-0'd our team, so they're the more likely team to win on paper. But let's have a look at some of the individual matchups and see what can happen. The first one's Tricking versus Raichi. What are your thoughts on this?
This is a 50-50 one for me.
Really?
Because yeah, I think that Raichi can pull it out with like really good building support. But at the same time, it's just kind of, I think both teams have good building support because Robert Alphonse can give them like a really good matchup.
Yeah.
If he builds, I don't know how much Raichi builds, if at all, but
well, he won't build, but he'll probably get a team passer from Rob. But he's not been doing too great in this PUPL, I don't think. I'm pretty sure he's negative anyway. And Tricking's also probably a slightly better player. And he's got the better building support. But I'm leaning towards Tricking on this one. What about you, TJ?
Yeah, I think Tricking is definitely like the better player. Just like going off of their like record and how well they've done over this PUPL, I definitely like favor them over Raichi. But I think Tricking like has used like some really crazy stuff, like
he used the slacking, didn't
he? And he's like, I don't even think he's lost. He might have lost one, but I think he's like 5-1 or like 5-0. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take back my 50-50 and probably give Tricking like a 55, maybe even a 60. I'd forgotten his great record.
Yeah, I'd probably give him like a 60.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe even like 70-30, but
I could see that.
I don't know. I think it all depends what team Raichi gets past, because we know Tricking's getting a good team.
The thing is with Raichi, he's not a bad player. He can pilot anything really, and if Rob passes him some like jank sort of offense, he could genuinely pull out a win. Like I can also see that.
I wouldn't count him out too much.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I'd go 70, but
yeah,
I see what you mean.
It was basically get matchup and just prep well.
That's basically
hard to account for though.
Second game is Rexus versus Lighthouses. Rexus obviously being probably the more involved player in the PU community. Like he's really got into it this last couple of months or so. He played a PU in exhibition. I think that's where he initially came from, but he was doing well in, is it the ladder tour? Did he win the ladder tour?
Yeah, he won the ladder tour.
I thought he won, yeah, he did.
But he's also a really good player. Probably try and build his own sort of team. I know he works well with Tricking.
I don't know. Rex uses like the same type of beans, I think, or is it?
Yeah, I know what you mean. The sort of like hail or rain sort of.
He really likes weather.
Yeah.
I think it's both Rexus and Zuri. Like they use like those same type of like offensive teams.
Yeah, and they're kind of like Sam I Am in that respect, where like they can pilot like good offenses really well, and they're kind of hard to stop when they're in their element.
But it can be kind of exploitable if like say like Robert or whoever's building for the victory bells like clocks onto that.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if H-Shed's gonna say no, like use something different for this, even if like you're less comfortable.
Yeah, maybe I could see that.
The Vics are gonna prep hard, knowing that they're kind of the underdogs going into it.
Yeah, they basically have to get some good matchups in this series.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't like if it's like a neutral matchup. Expect Lighthouses to pull it out because
Really?
Nexus is like more of like the PU main, I guess, quotation marks. And he's definitely like, I think he's done better in PUPL, and you know he has like this really good like support structure. When I was talking to Rexus about drafting him like before PUPL, he's like, you should get me with tricking if you want me, because I do really well with tricking.
Yeah.
And he has tricking and like just a whole bunch of like good people like in the background that are like helping him support.
Yeah.
Yeah, not trying to discredit Lighthouses. He's such a really good player. I've teamed with him in the past. And
Yeah, I mean Lighthouses is good, but I'd probably expect him to do better in like Auras, just because I don't think he's really I don't think he's
up to scratch with the meta.
Yeah, as much as Rexus is, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I know where you're coming from.
Yeah, I'm excited for that game, to be honest. I really want to see what they're going to bring.
That should be a good game. Speaking about exciting games, the next game is Finch versus FLCL, which is pretty highly contested game. Both of them are like really good players. I think this one is definitely just going to come down to the matchup.
I think I think I was doing my own predictions like the other day, and I was like, I definitely give FLCL this one, just in terms of like who I think is a better player.
Yeah. So are we agreeing with? So we agreed with tricking winning, didn't we? So that's 1-0 to the Danaes.
Yeah, and then I'd say like Rexus,
yeah.
So that's 2-0. Right, so yeah, because we're on to Finch versus FLCL. Okay.
I would probably also give FLCL, just because it's hard to account for matchups, obviously. If we're looking at who can outplay who, I think FLCL has proven a bit more, maybe. Just in general, Pokemon-wise, I think he's the better player. I'd maybe give it like a 55, maybe 60.
I don't know. I think that's hard to call who's the better player.
Yeah.
Because Finch is also really good.
Of course, yeah. This is a big toss-up. I do think it'll come down to matchup, like you said. Which kind of sucks, but...
I mean, has FLCL even lost?
I
don't think so.
Has he not lost? I think he might have done. I don't know, really.
I thought he lost early on at one point.
Maybe once. Definitely.
FLCL normally uses these kind of like offensive type teams.
But yeah, he lost one time because he brought like a really bad Marowak team.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's it. That's the thing about maybe just Robert. He'll pick him on and be like, yeah, I can see this one's place in the meta, and then he'll build like a couple of teams around it and just pass them out. Like, I think they used that Marowak team a couple of times. Right, she actually used that versus me. Not much. But yeah.
So who do you think is gonna pull it out, Tasker?
Let's go with FLCL on this one. Yeah, I'd say like 55-45.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I reckon that's 2-1 to the Dedenes.
2-1 for Deden so far.
Yeah. SM4 is Poe, Pursuit of Happiness. This is Rob Jr.
Definitely Rob Jr. I'd say even like 70-30.
Yeah. Poe's not been playing too badly. I know he played quite well in his last PPL match, but Rob's, I think, is just simply a better player at the game.
Yeah, and I think, like, obviously no discredit to Poe, because HSHAD has apparently, like, taught Poe a lot, and it's shown. He's done, like, pretty well for somebody who's not really, like, a big, like, part of the community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's not coming out of nowhere, but just in terms of playing, Rob Jr. is just simply better.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'd maybe like 65 in terms of Rob Jr.
Yeah, I can definitely see HSHAD wanting Paul to bring something a bit more kind of matchup based, just to try and give him an edge in that perspective.
Yeah.
But if Rob just brings like just a solid team, he should be able to edge it out.
Yeah, if Rob has like a winnable matchup,
he will probably win.
He can easily. Yeah, I think he can pilot it really well.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
But Rob Jr. has been using like sort of like offensive the offensive teams where he usually has like Tangela, Guzzlord, Mudsdale, or like Swana bringing like those same type of teams. I think he's reused a bunch of shit too.
Sort of bulky offense type of builds.
Yeah, if he keeps bringing that, then I think and like what's it called? And like Poe's able to capitalize off that. Poe could easily win, just because he keeps using the same shit and like to catch on. So
yeah, I think Rob might play it a bit safer this week and go with something, something just more reliable as well.
Yeah, I don't think he could get away with reusing shit like that in finals.
Yeah, especially not finals.
Yeah, he can. I think he's gonna slow it down, bring something a bit more safe, and just hopefully outplay and get the win.
I think Robert Alphonse is gonna actually be building a lot this week. He has to.
He's gonna have a busy week.
Yeah,
because I don't think he has a lot of builders on his team.
Yeah, and
I'm assuming he's done a majority of the building for the whole season.
If we look at his team, I mean, like, these guys are all like either tour players or just people who come around for like PUPL. Definitely,
I think they've got Shuckle in the back.
Yeah, he could. I think he built some stuff throughout the season.
Looking at their lineup, like none of them are really PU mains except for Rob Alphonse. So
yeah, that's true.
Blue YM, I guess, but I don't know how much he's been.
I wouldn't call Blue YM like a PU.
I don't think he plays any other tier. That's the thing.
Technically a PU main, but like I don't know.
I give it to man. I don't know how much he's been contributing, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah,
it's obviously been working for Rob though. They're in finals, so they're doing something right.
Yeah, I suppose. The next one is the last SM slot, and this is Jari versus Robert Alphonse. So, sorry, let's just go back to the last one. We're picking Rob Jr., right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means 2-2.
2-2, yeah. So yeah, we've got Jari versus Robert Alphonse. What do you guys think about this one?
I don't know. I really think this one could be 50-50 because I don't know. I'd probably give like the edge to like Jari because
Really?
we're like lose like last week, and I think he lost. Like he's definitely lost a lot just due to like
Who's that? Rob?
Robert Offlin.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I don't know. I
I
think
don't
this
know.
week Rob's just gonna turn up, just because
Yeah.
he needs to. And I think that's the thing about Rob. He can do that when he has to.
Yeah.
Harry has been playing well.
Has
He
Jari
has.
even lost a game? I don't think Jari's even lost.
Let me see.
Because he played versus Sam and Sun and Moon like week 2 or week 3,
Yeah.
and then he won all the games. Like he definitely hasn't lost anything.
Yeah. If you're going off form, then I think Jerry probably is kind of the favourite. But if you were to look at these two as overall players in PU, I'd probably give it to Rob.
Give it to Rob, but like I don't know. Jari is just such on like a massive like win streak, and his team is like obviously like then like there's like a bunch of momentum, and I feel like it's sort of
Yeah.
then for like Robert's team.
It really does help having that momentum behind you, having a good record.
Yeah, I don't see it stopping. I've been super impressed with Jari.
I mean, like, I don't know if the Denes, like, I wouldn't expect them to crash or anything.
Mm-mm.
Could also argue that since they didn't like play last week or anything, that like
Yeah.
they might have.
I don't. I think HShed has probably been keeping them active though.
He probably
Whether
has.
it be like just testing games, like even not even bringing maybe serious teams, but just playing the tier. I'm assuming his players have been doing that.
Yeah, I think so.
I would give the edge to Jari here, just based off of how he's been doing.
Jari's basically being like the HShed clone in this slot.
Completely. They work really well together.
Yeah, HShed's just been passing them teams, and then Jari's just been piloting them as HShed would. So it's basically another HShed.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. So yeah, we're gonna give that one to Jari.
Yeah, I'd give it like a 55.
Yeah, only a little edge, just because Rob can pull this out of the bag if he wants to.
Yeah, Rob can play insane Pokemon.
Yeah. Depends how much him and the team really wants this.
Yeah, and how much time he has to prep for most of the Sun Moons and his own.
Yeah, that's also another like sort of concern.
Time.
So that is 3-2 to the Denes, and that's the SM lineup. Next we've got Oras, which is Teddy versus False.
Definitely Teddy. Like a no-brainer. I think Teddy's undefeated. He's definitely like just considered like one of the best, if not the best, Oras PU players. So
yeah, I think it's a toss-up between him and Dundee's.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I'd probably give Teddy like this might sound absurd, but like a 80-20.
Oh.
Damn.
I'm not saying Foss is bad or anything. I'm just saying that like Teddy is like clearly the best PUPL. His team has like ton of momentum. He hasn't lost a single game. He's brought good teams. He's definitely active. He's prepping.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from. But I also want to make the point where Well, I think it might have been the last PPL, maybe even the PPL before of it. The last time Teddy and False played, False brought Speed Pass and managed to beat Teddy.
Yeah.
I know he can't do that this time, but I expect to see an equal sort of matchup-based strategy from False. That you've seen he can do it. He brought that hyper offense. Was that against U-Specs?
Yeah, the Smeargle, Arbok, Simipour, HL.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to go balance versus balance against Teddy.
No, he can't. No disrespect to False at all, but I don't think he can outplay balance v balance against Teddy. I don't know if anyone can.
I am expecting a sort of matchup-based offensive build from False.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
It'll be interesting to see how Teddy, because Teddy probably knows that he's gonna kind of go for matchup. So I'm interested to see what Teddy's gonna bring in response.
Yeah, I think Teddy's outlook on this tier is, right, people are going to try and counter team me, so I'm going to... I know that, and I'm going to prep for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he definitely proved that when Rodri stalled him. So he definitely knows, like, you know, you're trying to, like, counter team them, so I feel like he's going to prep for that and also have, like, a just general, like, neutral matchup if it comes down to it.
Yes.
False might pull a Yedla and really like hard CT.
Well, that was the team that I built.
Yeah,
I think that could have been Teddy's first loss if Yedla would have played.
Yeah, it is true.
Good.
I don't even want to think about that game. Oh, I shouldn't have brought it up. But no, like
I don't know. I feel like Teddy's definitely more prepped for like that. I might have given him like a sort of like a wake up call. It's such a like, counter team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I'm just very interested to see what Teddy's gonna bring in response. Like, I was gonna say that game could have been a wake up call for Teddy as well. Like, hey, you know, maybe I should prep differently.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see.
Yeah, two really high level players. So
we're gonna go with Teddy on that one then.
Yeah, around like 60 for me.
Like False can't pull out anything, but I just really like Teddy is clearly like the favorite.
The favorite, yeah.
Just
I'd say so. Black White, and this is HShad versus CBR and Judge.
This one's interesting. You know, I don't know. I think either player could win.
I think HShad's pretty much got the advantage.
HShad has the advantage. I mean, I could see that. But like, if I'm thinking about how like KW prepped for HShad, maybe Aaron Judge adopts like that
similar sort of style,
sort of like mindset, then I definitely would favor CB Aaron Judge. What has HShad brought? Like BHM, like trick room shit.
Yeah, I think he's like his thought process going into this tier is spikes plus broken mons, and that's what he brought against me.
It's been a lot of people's thought process going into Black White, it seems.
Yeah, HShad really likes those sort of BHM, Maractus, you know, them kind of builds.
Yeah, he loves his hazards and just kind of outplaying and getting in things. I really can't comment too much. I don't know the gen. I'll give the slight edge to HShad though, just because I've seen him play more.
I think he's just a more established player in this tier. I know CBR and Judge has been playing it for a couple of years.
Yeah, I wasn't really happy with like how CB Aaron Judge prepped for KW at all, because like initially we were gonna bring like just like hard Trick Room versus him, and if we would have brought that, we would have like put him, and we probably would have been in yeah, we would have been in the playoffs.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm for it.
So
So
I don't know. I think I'd favor H-Shot then, I guess.
Yeah, maybe like 55. Because again, I don't know.
Just like in
anything.
terms of like who's overall like the better player, I'd
Mhm.
definitely say H-Shot is. But like again, CBR and Judge has probably played more black and white PU like over like
over the last 2 years or so.
like PUPLs, yeah, like
Yeah, he's definitely played more black white.
H-Shad like I don't know, like H-Shad's definitely played like early black and white, so he definitely has like I think H-Shad actually has more experience in the tier.
He was playing black white
Yeah.
NU as well for NUPL.
I also just don't know if CB can outplay H-Shad, like from a Pokemon standpoint. Like, if we're not considering like matchup and all that, I think H-Shad can pull it out if he has a winnable matchup.
Yeah, that's true.
Really solid.
I think this is just another game that comes down to what CBR and just brings versus what HUB brings.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
agree
an
with that.
interesting one.
So yeah, I'd say I'd give it to H-Jad, but if CBR and Judge bring something that can't handle, then I definitely would give it to CBR. So maybe like for H-Jad, like 60-40,
60-40, yeah.
or like
55-45.
Yeah. So right now we're at 5 for Dedens and 2
5-3.
for Vix.
So we've already said that the Dens are going to win at this point. The last match is Durza versus Haisup, and this is in TPP.
I definitely favor Haisup.
I do as well.
As the better.
Mm-hmm.
Durza is definitely like. I mean, he's also been like really lucky this PUPL, and I don't know. I mean, no hacks. I'm definitely giving it to Haisup, but you know,
I also
like
Haisup is so solid in DPP. He really thrives off. It seems off of like the new-ish meta that DPP has, and it's kind of hard to rate Durza with like all the luck he's had. Like I just don't know how actually good he is at the tier.
Think about like if he didn't luck like GA or like any of the other opponents, like would his record really be that good?
No, but the thing is, I'm just trying to evaluate how good he is at the tier, and I just can't.
I think he has got a couple of solid wins. I know he has hacked quite a bit, and Haisup's actually been hacked quite a bit this PUPL, I feel like. I don't think his record does him justice.
Well, it's also that Haisup is more established in the tier, so like you can kind of look past like only this PUPL, and you know that he's great at the tier.
Yeah. Haisup is just like the by far in general.
Yeah, I would probably say like 65 in terms of Haisup, just based off of what we know.
Yeah, I think Durs is kind of riding the momentum of the rest of his team throughout this PUPL.
Yeah.
There's like really no, like besides Poe, nobody who really plays DPP, so it's really like Poe and like Durza, I think.
Yeah,
like
I tried to get H-Shot into DPP. He said no.
Putting together the teams.
Yeah, I don't think any of them really play it, but I think Durs has been making his own stuff.
Yeah, which I was surprised because I thought he would make more questionable stuff.
Yeah.
But I think the tier is pretty optimized at this point, so it's not that hard to make like viable teams.
Yeah. In a 50-50 matchup, I think Haysup wins this.
Like, yeah, without any crazy luck.
Yeah,
I think he'll
Hawks.
outplay. But I am excited to see the game. I mean, it's DPP, and
Yeah, I know you love its specs.
yeah, I just want to see what the new meta is like.
It'll be a fun one. Imagine if.
I mean, and, like, even though we we favored like some other people, like for example, like Jari over Robert Alphonse, like obviously doesn't mean that like Rob isn't able to pull it out. So I really think that this could even come down to break.
I do
because,
as well. Like Finch versus FLCL is definitely one of those swing games, which could whoever wins that one could get an edge on the.
And I think early momentum is gonna be like the key. Like say that like Sis, Finch, and I don't know, like Jari play.
If Finch and Jari both pull out wins early on, then it's gonna be tough for the Vicks.
Yeah, it's also the fact that we only have a couple days left until deadline, so the early momentum is only going to be better.
Yeah,
because there's less time in between games.
Yeah, because if someone plays Monday and then the next game's on a Friday, you kind of just forget about the Monday game.
Like you still have like that lingering momentum there. Like, oh, we're up, so I can kind of have a safety net.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I think we're gonna have another Saturday, Sunday, fun day, and all that.
I really don't like that. I feel like
I love it, man, because you hop in call. And then you're like, oh, when's the next game? When's the next game?
Yeah.
But, like, something for us, I'd say, like, we were up 3-0 against the Missies, and our games were on, like, the Saturday, Sunday shit, and we completely, like, lost momentum after one.
It can happen, like, it can just swing the other way.
Yeah. It's a double-edged sword, though.
Yeah.
Like it's a pro and a con.
Yeah, it is.
We could even see in DPP, Karma coming back around and Haysup getting some of the hacks against Durza.
Yeah, maybe Durza's luck license is out.
Yeah. But I think we're calling it 5-3, aren't we? For the Dedenes to the Vicks.
Yeah. Dude, but still, like, even with the Dedens, like, dominating, the Vicks are still, like, a solid-ass team.
Yeah.
I could see it go either way. I could even see the Vicks dominate.
This isn't going to be an 8-0 week. There's no way.
Like...
No way unless, like, the Dedenes, like, really pull off, like, some, like, really...
It'd be something special if they did.
Like 4-0 early momentum type of
Dude,
thing.
if the Dedens 8-0, I'll send H-Shad $20.
Do you hear that, H-Shad?
You can tell him personally.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, but we can only see.
Yeah, give him some motivation.
I really don't think it's going to happen. Just
I don't know,
like,
I'm banking on it.
Like,
yeah.
Rob, I definitely would like expect Rob Jr. to win his game.
Does anyone know when the first game is?
I have no clue.
No, neither do I. I was probably expecting one maybe tomorrow or Friday.
I honestly expect these guys to play on the weekend.
Yeah.
But
they want more than enough time to prep.
Yeah.
I can see playing early though.
I wouldn't even be surprised if they told their players to
yeah, don't play until
wait
the
as long as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that as well. Especially H-Shad, because I know H-Shad's pretty much been like the driving force behind his team, like the workhorse, like pulling out teams from everywhere.
Yeah, I know Dibs has been putting in work too.
Yeah.
Jari had been like challenging me during the season a lot, and he'd been using dibs teams.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll be good finals. I would like to see a tie break.
I would too. That'd be hype.
Yeah, a tie break would be very interesting. A 1-1 tie break and then the final.
Oh.
Something like H-Shad versus Robert Alphonse SM. Nah, but yeah, it will be a good week. Hopefully, we do get an exciting finale. And yeah, 5-3 to the Denes. Anything else to say apart from that?
Go Dedens.
The Dens are actually my.
I actually want the Vicks to win.
Do you?
Because yeah, I think they're the underdog here, and I also think they've come like a long way, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No,
They have really had to work for it.
And, like, if you look at their players versus like the Denes, like on like a player versus like player sort of like like you definitely would favor like the fucking Denes, so
Yeah.
don't really have like the best Moon support. Really Rob and like Shuckle, so that's why I want them to win.
Yeah, I was actually on the go on.
Yeah, if they did win, I'd be really like happy just because like.
Yeah, everyone likes to see an underdog story, don't they? Yeah, but I was on that like the first ever iteration of the Denes, so that's why I want them to win. My old team.
Yeah,
you were
I also just like them a lot.
Yeah,
their personality, team wise.
Yeah, that's about it. So I'll probably try and catch some of these games live and commentate over them if possible. But yeah, hope it's an exciting week. I'll see you guys after.